I'm going to be so honest with you. You don't need no more motivation. None. Zero. Zilch. Negative. Okay? What you need is a new mindset. You say you want more, but the thoughts that you currently have do not match the life that you're wanting. And that's a problem. I'm going to list a few symptoms, okay? And I want you to listen up. If any of these hit home, I need you to sit down, all right? And if you're already sitting down, I need you to stand up and sit back down, okay? Overthinking. And that could be overthinking when you first wake up in the morning, overthinking throughout the day, overthinking when something bad happens, and overthinking before you go to bed. When you get in that bed and that mind is racing and you can't calm it down, you can't turn it off, and you're thinking about all the woulda, shoulda, couldas from the past, the present, and you're dwelling on what can be in the future. Symptom number one. Number two is starting and stopping. Starting and stopping. You start to get on the road, you start to do these things, and then you pile too much on your plate and you burn out, and then you stop and you resort back to those old conditions, those old habits, the ones that don't mean you no good, but are comfortable because that's all you know. And number three is feeling stuck. I know that feeling. Feeling like the walls in front of you, beside you, and behind you just will not move. And they're just suffocating you. All right. And you got the feeling sometimes of those walls closing in. Sometimes they're not always closing in, but you feel like you can't push them. But if you feel that, go ahead and stand up, sit back down. Yes, 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 yes. Looks like it's gonna rain. Alrighty, so before we get deeper into this, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Shania. Nice to meet you. And if you've been here already, hey, I'm proud of you because this is where we clean up shop. All right, and we open up a brand new store that's thriving. All right, now if you want to subscribe, go ahead. That's all you, boo. I'm just glad you're here. And if you want to give me a like, I would love that. All right, I appreciate you. And I just want to be your friend. Okay, let's get along. Now, your mindset is reactive, not intentional. Okay. And when I say this, I mean you think based on your current reality. So your brain is thinking about the things that are happening right now in this moment. And based on what's happening now, your brain is only staying within that range. You wait for evidence before believing. Ooh, that's a hot one right there. That's a hot one. Waiting for evidence before believing. Let me tell you something. Had me in a choke hold, all right? But I'm going to help you work through it. And then this one. This one's important too. You have an emotional attachment to your thoughts and to outcomes. The emotional attachment to thoughts and outcomes. Now, I'm going to lay this out gentle because I am a gentle person. Your mindset really is not the problem, okay? It's just the fact that you have a default setting and you never questioned it, all right? And that default setting is not going to help you get to where you're trying to go, get to where you are destined to be, okay? That default setting needs to be recalibrated into a new default setting. And this is where we recalibrate. All right, we touch all four corners and we get everything tested and aligned and we keep going. Now this right here I am introducing to you is the mindset that changes everything, and we're going to break it down into a few more key components. The first thing I want to mention to you is that you decide who you are before you actually see it. Okay, you get to make that decision of who you truly want to be. Despite you actually being that person, despite anything of the such, despite it actually being here in the reality, you have that opportunity to decide who you want to be. Now, I want you to repeat after yourself. Now, I want you to repeat after me. I decide who I am before I see it. Let me hear you. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now, first, I want to ask, who do you want to be? Who do you desire to be? What does that look like? What are you wearing? Where are you going? What kind of people are you hanging around? What kind of activities are you doing? How much are you getting paid? What's your profession? Like, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, okay? I can name so many great things that you could visualize about yourself. But I'm going to leave that up to you. Go ahead and think about that for a second. Okay. Now I'm going to break down this mindset shift into 3 pillars so that way we make it easy and we can understand the key components. Now, the first key pillar is going to be identity over circumstances, okay? Identity over circumstances. And what I mean by that is identifying with this person that is living that life you wish to live and embodying that right now, despite what your life looks like. Because it is okay for you to be this new person. So this is where we stop focusing on what's happening and start focusing on who am I being right now? Am I being the person that enables this life I don't want? Or am I being the person that enables the life that I do want? Okay? Those are 2 completely different people. And the realest thing I can say to you is that there's more real things. But your life follows your identity and not your intentions. You can want and think and hope about this life and this person all you want to, but it's not going to get you there. You being that person is going to get you there. You embodying that person right now is what's going to shape everything around you. Now, number 2. Okay, this one is very important, and this I need you to hold throughout your entire journey. Okay, having a neutral mindset about things, not overly being positive to where it's toxic and the house is on fire, and you're like, well, things can turn out great. Like, the house is on fire, okay? It's on fire. Fire is destructive. It's not going to turn out great, okay? I'm just going to be honest. You got to be neutral about it. Okay. So, not everything is going to be amazing. Not everything is going to be beautiful. Even when you are fully in this new life, everything isn't going to be perfect, and that's okay. You having a neutral mindset is it's what's going to keep you floating. It's what's going to keep you coasting and moving forward. But it doesn't have to mean failure either. It doesn't have to mean everything is all bad. It's just that we're in a neutral space when it comes to things that are happening once we start to go through this transition and this change, because things are going to start to change. And sometimes it can change fast, sometimes it can be a little slow. But the realness about it is it's going to change. Now remember this, neutral is what keeps you consistent, all right? Because there is going to be a point in this journey where motivation is going to leave you, and motivation is probably not going to come back. All right, motivation is a friend that's not really a friend. And that's that friend that comes and said, oh, let's start this, let's do this new venture, let's do this new thing we're so happy and like crazy and pumped about. And then y'all get started, and then motivation leaves without saying a word. Motivation disappears. Motivation is like, bye, see you later. And motivation is somewhere having a party in someone else's life, getting them pumped up just to leave them high and dry, okay? So neutral thinking is what's going to keep you going, because we don't want an extreme burnout. That's what we're trying to, put a halt to, is the burnout, because the burnout is what has you stop, and then you go through that loop again. All those things pull you back in and you get turned every which way. So we don't want that. Okay? We don't want that. And then the third thing that I want you to understand. Listen, I want to hold your hand when I say this. I'm going to hold your hand. Evidence comes after you make the transition, after you embody this new person that you want to be, after you make the decision that this is how I live my life now. And let me say, evidence does not show up right away. It shows up in many different ways at many different stages after you've made that decision. Okay? It's like a snowball effect. Once you start to become that person, once you start to make that transition and the mindset, things start rolling. All right? And they start rolling. And they start rolling. And they start rolling. And then the evidence starts to show up in real life. Okay? The life that matches the person you are becoming. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. You don't wait to believe, because if you wait for evidence, if you wait to believe, it's never going to come. What you believe now is what comes, okay? What you believe now will show up, okay? I'm going to say that one more time. What you believe in now, today, despite any circumstances, despite what you see, okay? Lead by faith and not by sight. What you believe now starts to show up in your life. All right? Because the real thing about it is the confidence in this person you are becoming is built brick by brick. All right? Not found. You don't find it out there. You build it up. All right? And you can build this up however you want it. It can look as pretty as you want it to look. All right? It can be as big as you want it to be. You are the source of that decision. It's all in your hands. Now, I love to teach, okay? But as a teacher, I must give you homework. All right? I have to, because you have to take this and practice it in real life. All right? Because the more you practice, the better at it you'll be. All right? Now, this is where action comes into play. Because action is very important. What you put in is what you get out. So I need you to actually take time to do this. All right? Envision my face in the morning and at night and midway through the day, and remember that, hey, I got a little bit of homework to do. Okay? She's gonna be concerned and waiting to see if I did my homework, because I'm gonna read these comments and I'm gonna know if you did your homework or not. I'm gonna know. Now, what I want you to focus on is a daily mindset reset, okay? This is what you're gonna do for the next week. We're gonna start small. We're gonna do a week. And out of that week, if you get to do this at least 3 times out of this week, that's big, okay? That's big. 3 days out of the week, that's big. In my next video, I'm going to remind you about your homework again, and we're going to increase the ball. The daily mindset reset. Now, when you wake up tomorrow morning, all right, I need you, as soon as you open your eyes, I need you to remember this. As soon as those eyes open, as soon as you realize, oh, I'm awake, who am I choosing to be today? Ask yourself that. Who am I choosing to be today? Who do I want to be today? Who's that person that leads that successful life? Who is that person? And you go be that person today or tomorrow or whenever you see this, the next day. And then midday, if you could set a timer or a reminder, midday, whatever your midday time is, ask yourself, am I thinking like this person? Am I thinking like him? Am I thinking like her? Am I thinking like they? Am I thinking like that person? Like, are you thinking like that person today? And then before you go to bed, and if you need to set a reminder, set a timer before you go to bed. Where did I act like my old self today? Clock it. Where did I act like my old self today? And it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just acknowledge where you were your old self today. And just having a moment of reflection will lead you into a better day the next day, okay? So, the morning time, who am I choosing to be today? Midday, am I thinking like him, her, or they? Or them? Them. And then nighttime, where did I act like my old self today? Where did I react or have a thought like the old version of me that no longer serves me? Now, I just want you to understand that you are not stuck. You are just being loyal to the old version of you, because the reality of it is that old version got you here today. That old version helped you get through the life that you were previously living. That old version is very important, okay? We honor that old version, but we don't have to be that old version anymore. We get the opportunity and the chance to be someone new every day we wake up. I think what really limits us is what people around us think. And that's going to be a conversation for another day. Okay? But just know that you get the opportunity. It's in your hands, no one else's, because no one is going to come save you. No one is going to jump in and take control of your life to make it better. You have to do that. That's all on you. And it's very fun when you change your mindset about it. It's very fun when you develop the key components that keep you going. All right. And that's what I'm here for, to guide you and to teach you how to embark on this journey safely and whimsically. Okay. Because we whimsy hoes around here. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is where it's time for you to go fly like a pretty little bird. All right. And I know you can do it. Now, if this even shifted your mindset even the slightest bit, I want you to comment below shifting. Okay? Shifting, because we're shifting into better days and a better light. All right. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel so that you don't have to question this kind of content showing up in your algorithm, I think you should do that, because the best way to stay on track is to keep yourself surrounded by all the things that are going to get you in those places. Okay. And this being one of them. Your content that you feed yourself should be nothing but inspiration, learning, and guidance, how to's, you know? I think that's very important. Even your Instagram and TikTok. I think, of course, entertainment is nice. I have a little entertainment on the side too, but I choose to feed myself things that are going to help me. Okay. So I think you should do the same. All right. Because no more starting and stopping. You have made it here today, and this is the point where you continue on and progress even further. All right. Now, as I always say, I want you to keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing. All right. You beautiful star. And until next time, peace.